Okay, it's Wednesday night, August 30th. It's just past 10 o'clock at night, and I've been waiting to go home. At first, the first ETA was about 6:30 tonight. Past that, they knew sometime during the day that it would be at least 9 o'clock because of a delay. And then they said it would be even later, maybe 10 o'clock. And then I got notice probably around 8 o'clock or so that it might be even later, that we are going to go through the Grand Haven, go past the Grand Haven Pier lights, and that if I'm still up, I could see them, but the mate didn't think I'll still be up. But anyway, you can hear how quiet it is, other than the wind. It's because we are at anchor. We are pretty far from shore. Just trying to see the lights over there. Can't really because it goes all bokeh, or however you say that. Let's see. Okay, that's a buoy marker out there. It's blinking. And those lights are on shore. It's all dark. It's quiet on this side. Really quiet. There's the back of the ship, the stern or aft. And I'm watching my step. And I'm the only one out here, which means that the deckhands aren't called to work yet. They won't be called out of bed or from wherever until it's time. But over here on this side, we've got some waves and no lights. Wait, there's one light way off in the distance. I don't think it shows up on video. It might be another ship for all I know. The moon is up there, bokeh moon. The wind's coming from that direction. And honestly, I don't know what direction it is because I'm not driving the boat. It's a good thing. Good thing I'm not driving because I don't know where we are. That's the wheelhouse up there. And anyhow, I guess I need to just go to bed and wait to be called. And my relief, who is actually the permanent second cook on here, is on shore. He drove in yesterday because he expected to have to meet the ship at 6:30 at night. Could you imagine? I've done that before. Yeah, expect to meet somebody, or expect to have to show up, and then there's nothing to show up for. But anyhow, yeah, he drove all the way from the Rouge. He lives in Dearborn, I think. He lives on the River Rouge. And near there. Anyway, he drove all the way from there to Grand Haven in time to meet the ship at 6:30. He's got a kid at home, kid and a wife. Left them behind. And now he's on shore. The company has put him up in a hotel for the night, sure. But he doesn't know when he's going to get the call to have to meet the ship. So he's probably sleeping now. If he can sleep, I don't know if I'd be able to sleep. And ship, when he gets the call, then he will come to the dock where we are, and we'll trade places, sorta. I'll take his rental car and I'll go to Port Huron. And it's gotta stink, having to leave your family in time to meet a ship at 6:30 at night, and then find out that it's going to be sometime in the middle of the night after driving all that way and leaving your family behind. And for me, it's going to be trying to get some sleep. I'm actually going on 3 hours of sleep because I was expecting the time to be 6:30. And so I wanted to make sure to get my laundry done yesterday, but when I went to the washer, it was always taken. So it was pretty late. It was 1 o'clock in the morning before I was able to get the last load of laundry out. And it's the water saver machine, so there's nothing you can do. It takes an hour for each load, and I didn't want to mix my colors and whites and have them come out funny colors. So I washed a few loads and managed to get 3 hours of sleep and expected to take a nap sometime today, but I never did get around to it. I couldn't. Because I did have to work today. You work split shifts, and there's a couple hours between each shift, and I'm really tired, like I was today, and I fall asleep. I'm dead to the world. I will not hear the alarm. I will not hear anything. I'm going to get a solid night's sleep in the middle of the day. So I didn't sleep then, and I'm still awake now because I had expected 9-10 o'clock, and I wanted to find out the update. But we are at anchor, and everything's quiet. So I'm going to bed, and I just hope that when things start moving again, that I'm going to hear them pounding on my door. Because I don't know what time to set the alarm for. Actually, I do, because if we're still on this ship and it comes around time for breakfast, I gotta show up to breakfast again. We gotta do a whole new timesheet, and I get paid for that too. Just wish I got paid overtime for it. Listen to me whining. Okay, anyhow, this is the way to bed. Not that way. That's one way. But there's a door over here. I took a whole bunch of pictures of this. This is the generator. That's how we have power on board. So that's one way that's to the chief engineers section on all the engineers, the assistant engineers. And then it's kind of blocked off by machinery and things. And these are the winch cables. These are ancient. They're really, really old. Let's see if we can see that there. I took pictures of it. And there's also the winch operation. Those, I don't know what they're called. They put the winch cables through them. Those were made by the Oldman Boiler Works Incorporated in Buffalo, New York, which was a really famous foundry that made a whole bunch of industrial stuff. And they went out of business some years ago. And then this winch operation thing is automatic mooring winch, remote control, Johnson. I can't read it at night. I read it today. Benson Electric Company, Superior, Wisconsin. Oops. Sorry, I was reading and you can't see anything. They're out of business. And then these here, right there, that's American Shipbuilding Company, Cleveland, Ohio. They're stamped, and they are out of business too. And then this little thing here, this is where the winch operators stand. There's a little ledge I have to use. It's actually a couple of them. that's where the winch operators stand. That one's covered. There's the ledge I had to cross. And this winch goes here, and then there's another one on the other side of my one here. Those massive ropes. I mean, they're huge. That emergency gear locker. It's probably a good 7 feet tall. And there's the rope. Wound up. Alright. Down here, there's the other winch. I'm going to cross over to this side. It's not as spooky as it looks in the video. This is where it's kind of a mess down here. It's hard to keep it clean, I guess. It was probably a lot cleaner in the old days. These kind of things, these kind of controls, it's just all this ancient machinery. And we don't have any more shipbuilding companies on the Great Lakes. Yeah. So there it is. And I have no idea who that was. It's off. Guys, get off. Guys, come on. All the time. And anyhow, there's that winch. And that's operated by this one, which the cap is taken off. The little wheel that says midship. And these are all the same thing. Johnson Electric. But I can't see it in this light. It's lit really well, but I guess to film it, you have to cover it. And then I don't know what that is. It looks like Dr. Seuss designed it. And let's see if that comes out. Here it is. Old Man. Boiler. Works. Down here. There's the Buffalo, New York. And that's the water hitting inside of the boat. Okay, so that's the tour for tonight. So I can head on back on these stairs. I don't know where those portholes go. I don't know what that is. I don't go in there. That's some engine room kind of thing, but that's where I go if I want to go to the galley. Up there. If I want to go to my room, which is see these ancient. It's like the ship was built just a few years after World War II. Oh, hey, we're starting up. We're starting out. Ooh. We're gonna be going somewhere. Okay, anyhow, there's that ledge that I have to step over. And every time I step through it, I feel like one of those 1970s keep-on trucking guys with the big bell bottom, big feet, foot stepping way ahead. And on that perspective thing on I have to draw a picture of it. Anyhow, I have to lift my foot way up high, lean back, and step through and not fall down the stairs. And everybody says it's an adventure. And that's just some storeroom. It's not as spooky as it looks. And these are the ship schematics. I've got pictures of them, so you don't have to worry about not seeing them. It was Kate Parker Repowering Bay Engineering, Sturgeon Bay, and that was 2012. That's it, and here we are, we're in my room. See, it says second cook. Whoever put that there, I don't know. And that's my station card. It tells me what I gotta do in an emergency, which is not much. Because it doesn't tell me where the trauma kit gear is. It's terrible. Right there. Safety gear is in this closet. And that's just the regular closet, which my packed bag is on my bed made and ready for the permanent second to come back on. My luggage up there. That's kind of messed up. The porthole and stuff, all messed up. I have opened it, but it's too hard to get it put back. So when I put it back, I left it. And this one here, they took off. Somebody took off that screen. So there's the porthole cover. So it is open. There's my shadow. Those big screws. You have to twist those. It takes a long time to get them over. And I don't know why they hung a garbage bag over it. I guess so you can see out when you need to and not have to mess with the porthole. I've been watching EWTN since I've been here. We pretty much leave the TVs on when we leave. That there, I've actually been sleeping there. This bed has a dip in it, which you always find on the third day. You know, when you sleep in a like on a guest bed, if you're there for a while, it's the third day and the third night where you will notice where all the dips are from the people who have slept in it before. And I guess I don't know if that's a new mattress or what, but it's already got a dip in it. And I found it on the third night. And the way I found it is I was having a nightmare that I was falling into a pit. And I was trying to grab my way out, and I kept punching the wall and kicking the wall to get my way out. And I'd wake up, and I'd get situated, I'd fall back to sleep. And then at one point, I started dreaming the four horsemen of the apocalypse decided to take a break and see how things were going with me. So I woke up laughing because that was a crazy, that was funny to me. And then I started waking up with like a sore neck and everything. It was like, forget it. That's where I sleep. Yeah, that's 3 weeks of that. Man, I can't wait to get home to my own bed. And so that's where I'm sleeping until they call me, and then I'm gonna get in that boat, that work boat, and then I'm gonna go home. So, okay, okay. Good night.